My name is Nadia Stearns, and I'm the Administrative Assistant for Pecos Valley Regional Education Cooperative 8. And for today's Tech Bit trainings, we are going to be going over embedding video and audio into your PowerPoint and Google Slide presentations. Are any of you guys familiar or do a lot with PowerPoint or Google Slides?
No.
No.
Some,
yeah, a little bit.
Not a lot. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's pretty interesting what you can do in PowerPoint and Google Slides, but today we're just going to specifically work on embedding your video and audio. Okay, so like I said, in today's training, we're going to go over embedding versus linking. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the differences between embedding a video versus linking a video into your presentation. And then we're going to take a look at the pros and cons of embedding a video and the pros and cons of linking a video. Both can be very useful in specific situations. Then I'm going to go ahead and show you the list of formats that you will need to use when embedding videos into PowerPoint or when inserting videos into Google Slides. Then towards the end, we will go ahead and go step by step of how to insert and embed a video into PowerPoint. And then we'll switch over into Google Slides and go over on how to insert a video and audio into Google Slides. Okay, so really quick, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about embedding versus linking. So, and we have one more person that's joining us. So I'm going to go ahead and admit them into. Okay, hello. Belia, are you with us? Okay, I think she's on and she's good. So I'm just going to go ahead and recap since we had someone just jump in. So real quick, we're going to be going over embedding a video into PowerPoint. And then towards the end, we'll jump over to Google Slides and we'll go over how to insert a video into Google Slides. And just really quick, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about embedding a video versus linking a video. So when you're working in PowerPoint and you want to put a video as part of your PowerPoint presentation, you can embed a video or you can link a video. So when embedding a video, you are making that video become part of your presentation, just as you are as when you enter text or a background. It now lives in your presentation. So by doing that, you are going to basically take the file size of the video that you're going to embed into your PowerPoint and add that to the file size that you already have with your presentation. So it will increase the file size of your presentation, but it has a guaranteed playback because it is part of your presentation. And so embedding videos are good when you're using videos that you have recorded yourself or that you're able to download. Now, linking a video, you're just basically making a connection. You're taking a link from an outside source and you're connecting it to your PowerPoint. So this is great because it allows you to access videos from anywhere on the web, but it has very unreliable playback because, again, it's not part of your presentation. It is just basically connected to it. It's like an attachment to your presentation, basically. Okay. So then, are there any questions on embedding versus linking so far? Okay, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the pros and cons of embedding. Okay. So I kind of touched base on this earlier about the pros and cons. So the pros of embedding a video, like I said previously, is that it becomes part of your presentation. So this is really good because you can't mess up, you can mess up a link, but you can't mess up a link because there is no links because you're actually making it part of your presentation. The other great thing about embedding a video is that you don't need an internet connection. Now, you will need an internet connection when you download your video and save it, but as far as when you go to present, you won't need internet connection. So for those of you that have presented using PowerPoint, you know that you don't need an internet connection to be able to present. But if you have a video that is linked and not embedded, you will need internet connection. And so if you are working somewhere where you have unreliable internet connection, then there's a chance that if you link your video versus embedding it, that it may not play. Now, the cons of embedding a video is that it does increase your file size. So like I mentioned earlier, that when you embed a video, it becomes part of your presentation. So if your video is 2 megabytes and your presentation file is 4 megabytes, well, and that's a lot, but by embedding your video, now your presentation now becomes a total of 6 megabytes. And so as we increase our file size, we make it harder to be able to share, say, via email. And so when you increase the file size, you may have to find other avenues to be able to share your presentations. Another con of embedding your videos is that you have to worry about the type of file or format that you're going to be downloading and inserting into your PowerPoint. Now, when you link your videos, like I said, you're pulling a web address, but since embedding requires you to actually download a video and put it into your PowerPoint, you do have to worry about which file format you use, which this can cause compatibility issues. Okay. So next to the pros and cons of linking. And so again, I've already kind of touched base about some of these things. So the pros of linking a video is, like I said earlier, you can access any video on the web. It doesn't have to be downloadable. So, I mean, if you search it on the web and you have the web address, you can link it into your PowerPoint. And like I said, you don't have to worry about file size, format, like just copy the link, insert it, and you're good. Now, the problem with this, like we mentioned earlier, is that you have to have internet connection. And so if you see in a lot of presentations where people have a video on there and then they go to play the video and it doesn't play. Well, most likely this happens because they have chosen to link a video into their presentation. And at some point, the internet connection has either gone away completely, or it's spotty, or it's slow. And so that's why that video is not playing. So by requiring internet connection and a strong, good internet connection, the playback is unreliable because you cannot always guarantee you will have internet connection. So for example, if you're going to a conference and you're presenting in one of the conference rooms, well, the hotel may say that you have internet connection and guarantee that you're going to have internet connection. But as we all know, internet connection is not always guaranteed. And at that point, when you're presenting, you don't have control of the internet connection. You can't access it to see, okay, I've been kicked off, I need to get back on. And so by linking a video, you have unreliable playback, because if you can't control the internet connection and you lose internet connection, then your video will no longer play. Okay, do we have any questions on the pros and cons of linking or pros and cons of embedding? No? Okay. Then we will go ahead and move on. Okay, so here we have the types of accepted formats for PowerPoint and for Google Slides. Okay, so for PowerPoint, you either have to download the videos and insert them in an MP4 or an M4V or an MOV. So the M4V is going to be your audio. That's going to be your acceptable audio format. Now, as you can see, Google Slides has a lot more acceptable formats, which, like we mentioned earlier, is why it's great when you are linking a video, which is similar to what you do in Google Slides. Once I started learning about how to embed and started this presentation, I realized that you're not actually able to embed a video into PowerPoint, but you can do more closer to linking it. And so, I mean, not into PowerPoint, into Google Slides. And so that's why Google Slides has a lot more acceptable formats, because you're getting closer to linking a video into Google Slides than you are to embedding. But you still have to download your video into Google Drive before going into Google Slides. And so this is the list of formats acceptable by Google Drive that will allow you to download your video so you can then insert it into your Google Slides. I will say that these formats in Google Slides, although there is a lot of them, from what I found out, they're not very common. When I was trying to find audio to be able to upload to my Google Drive to be able to insert it into my Google Slides, I was not able to change it into an acceptable format for it to work. So although it may be more convenient to have more format versions that are compatible, since they are not very common, it's not really, that great. Okay. So next we're going to talk about how to insert a video or audio into PowerPoint. So first you're going to download your video or your audio and save it in acceptable format. So as we talked about those formats, they are the MOV, the MP4, and the M4V. Then you're going to click on Insert, click the down arrow under Video or Audio. Then you'll select your video or audio to insert it into your PowerPoint presentation. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to insert a video. So again, I've already downloaded my video and my audio, and so now I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go to Insert, and I know you guys can't see this right now, but I'm just walking through it. So I go into Insert, and then you'll see to the right hand, you'll see on your banner, video and audio, and you'll click on the right down arrow, and you'll click this device. And like I said, right now, I know you guys cannot see that, but okay. I went through the same steps that I went through, even though you guys couldn't see them, where I clicked on Insert, and on the right hand of your banner, there is the video icon. Then you click on the down arrow, choose your video, and then when you select your video, and then you insert it here. And it's that easy. So here, my video has been inserted, and I can format it just like I would a text box to make it smaller. You have the playbacks here. And then you can, in your PowerPoint, you can go back and go to playback, and then you can sit there and you can format it and have it play when you click the mouse. You can have it play as soon as the slide pulls up. You can choose how to run it just like you can any other animation you have on your PowerPoint. And so this right here is a video that we have from our Systems Go program. And so we're going to go ahead and play it. It might be a little loud. So here you can adjust the volume up to how loud you want your video to play. Okay, so everyone get ready. Like I said, it might be loud. So that was one of our successful, unsuccessful rockets right there. And so I wish I could show you, but I can't. But because this video is now embedded, if I was to disconnect from the internet, this video would still play. Now, if I was to have linked this video, then if I disconnected from the internet, it would not play. So there again, there's a difference between embedding versus linking. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And then to insert an audio, you're going through the same steps. You're going to download your audio in an acceptable format. Then you're going to click on Insert, click the down arrow on the audio icon, and then you're going to select your audio. So I'm going to go ahead and take those steps right now. And it actually says audio on my PC. And excuse me for showing a little bit. Okay, so this is an audio that I recorded yesterday and saved and download, so that way we can have it here. And we can move it wherever we would like. And this is the audio. It's just a little toy cash register that I had, but that's how you insert or embed audio. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Any questions on how to insert the video or audio into your PowerPoint? Okay, awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and talk about inserting your video or audio into Google Slides. Now, how I mentioned earlier is that is that you can't, I was not able to find an acceptable format to be able to insert an audio. So we won't cover audio, but we'll just go ahead and go over the video. So into Google Slides, you're going to click on insert, and then you're going to click on the video or audio. Then you can actually just search on YouTube for a video, or you can choose one from the drive, and then you can select your video and format. Now with Google Slides, video or audio will not play without internet connection, because Google Slides is a web-based program. And so I am actually going to share. So the screen's gonna look a little wonky for a little bit as we go over to our Google Slides presentation. So bear with me. Okay, so can everyone now see my Google Slides presentation? Okay, awesome. So to insert a video into Google Slides, which like I said earlier, inserting a video into Google Slides is similar to linking a video into PowerPoint. You will need internet connection, and the video will not play without your internet connection. So again, you go to insert, you see your video icon right here, and you click on it, and then you can choose your video from your Google Drive. So if you choose a video from your Google Drive, you will have to have uploaded that video prior to doing this. And so I'm going to insert, and it's a big video. And so again, it's another video from our rocket launch. And now I have inserted my video here, and you can see on the right-hand side, this is how you will format it to play when you want to play. So whether you play it on click, where it plays automatically. You can also choose to mute the audio. If I click back on here, and then you can play it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so that is inserting a video that you have from your Google Drive. And now I'm going to show you how to insert a video. You can also insert a video by going to YouTube. And I'm going to, and you can search up any YouTube video. And so I am actually going to do one from our other Tech Bit trainings. And now I've inserted a video into Google Slides from YouTube. Again, just a reminder that this video, because it, so this is one of our other Tech Bit trainings. So just a reminder, like I said earlier, this video will not play without internet connection. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump back to our PowerPoint. And do a really quick recap of, okay. So now we're back into our PowerPoint, and we're just going to go over a really quick recap and answer any questions that you guys may have. So to recap, we have embedding versus linking your video. And again, when you embed a video, you're making it part of your PowerPoint presentation, which means that you will not need internet connection for it to play, but it will increase your file size, and you will only be able to insert videos that are downloaded in certain formats. Now, by increasing your file size, by embedding a video, you can make it harder to share your presentation via email. So you will have to look at other avenues like the Google Drive, maybe doing a shared Google Drive folder, or OneDrive or possibly Dropbox. Or the other part that we went over is linking your video. Now, linking, unlike embedding, does not become part of your PowerPoint presentation. It is basically making a connection via a web address. And so this allows you to access videos from all over the web, but it's unreliable because it does require internet connection. So I don't recommend linking your video if you have no or limited internet access. And then we talked about the pros and cons about embedding your video. And the pros, is that, like I said, it becomes part of your presentation. The con is that it increases your file size and makes it hard to share. Inserting or linking, you have access to all videos, but they are not very reliable. And like I said, they require internet connection. And then one last thing about PowerPoint versus Google Slides is that you can embed your video and audio into PowerPoint, but into Google Slides, you're more doing a linking a video versus an actual embedding into your PowerPoint. So does anyone have any questions about anything that we went over? No? Okay, awesome. Well, I hope that you guys found that information useful. And I just want to remind you, down below is my email address. You can email me if you have any questions, if you think of any later. There's also our web address, and you can go there to visit and look at any TechPic trainings that we have already done, or you can look for any future trainings. You can also use the QR code to visit our YouTube channel at Pecos Valley REC8, where again, you have all of our past trainings have been recorded for you to view. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you.